Today, we're celebrating a legacy of love, service, and dedication in healthcare. The Geriatric Hospital is marking 60 years of compassionate care, 6 decades of supporting healing and honoring our seniors. And to top it off, they've also hosting a 10th annual caregiving symposium, a powerful gathering for the heroes who care for our elders every day. Joining us to share more are two very special guests from the Geriatric Hospital, Sister Philippa Forbes and Dr. Uwana Burrows, here to talk about the 60 years of service and the heart behind it all. Welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you and good evening.
It's so great to have you here with us. So let's start at the beginning. Obviously, this year marks 60 years for the Geriatric Hospital and the 10th annual Caregiver Symposium. So how meaningful is this event for the hospital and the wider community? We'll start with you, Dr. Burrows.
Okay, it's very significant for us at the hospital and also for the community, because it really speaks volume to the dedication and the commitment of the government and also the caregivers and the stakeholders. We've been doing this for 60 years, and we will continue to do our best at what we do.
And that makes a lot of sense. So what are some of the activities that are planned for our older persons in celebration of this milestone? Because we know October is Older Persons Month as well, Philippa. Can you tell us?
So first we have our karaoke night, which will be hosted tomorrow. And then on October 17th, we will be hosting our annual Caregiver Symposium. And for the first time ever, we will be hosting our Senior Sports Day on October 25th.
Well, that definitely sounds like a lot of fun, and it should be interesting as well. So this year's symposium is themed Empowering Caregivers, Nurturing Hope, Protecting Well-Being. Why was this focus chosen for this 10th year, Dr. Burrows?
It's what we do, caregiving, and it's really to demonstrate and to share with the wider community how best to care for their loved ones.
Okay, and what can people attending this symposium expect this time around, especially those attending for the first time, Philippa?
Well, persons can expect a series of presentations based on things that, happen with caregivers and older persons on their day-to-day lives. And it is our hope that persons can walk away with being more knowledgeable in caring for older persons and how to cope with caregiving.
And can you talk to us about some of the key topics and presentations that will take place at the event?
Well, some of the topics include compassion, care, and fatigue, burnout, as well as dementia care. Another topic is
tips for caregivers at the bedside, how to manage patients in bed.
And that's important because you want to keep that connection.
That will actually be a demonstration by nursing staff.
Right.
Okay, so that's definitely important to make that connection with those getting cared for.
Yes.
I understand. So who should, obviously we often hear about that burnout, the fatigue that you talked about, and the emotional strain that often accompanies this caregiving work. So talk to us about the support or guidance that the symposium will offer, since you mentioned that it's one of the topics that'll be discussed. How important is tackling that specific area?
Well, it will provide talks and information on caregiving and providing care and how to cope with burnout, how to plan for caregiving, also health tips on how to care for themselves and how to provide seek help at the Ministry of Health and Wellness teams. Also, pastoral care as well, okay, caring for oneself spiritually.
So a mix of stuff. So who should be attending this symposium, and how can people get involved, especially since it's a hybrid event?
Really, the whole community, everyone should really be attending, because if you think about it, we all have parents, we all know someone probably who needs care. So if possible, as everybody I would invite to, take an opportunity to listen in, because you mightn't be doing direct care at this time, but in the future, probably, definitely, or you could share with some, a carer who you could, something you find very useful that you heard, you could share with them, and that might be very helpful to them.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Burrows, Sister Forbes, for the vital work you do and for joining us on What's Trending today. It was definitely a pleasure chatting with you, and all the best in this month's activities that you have planned and that you outlined for us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, so much more after the break. Stay with us because you're watching What's Trending.